So our July numbers are out for the Atlanta FMLS area, and they are not good. And before you dismiss this video because you don't live in the Atlanta metro area, may I remind you that Atlanta is a great piece of the country that sets a lot of trends and standards for the real estate industry nationwide. So it's a great thing to keep your eye on. So here's what happened. July is 25% in closed sales, lower than last July. Last July wasn't good either. So we, again, are continuing to trend in a poor direction, unfortunately. So what are we going to do about that? Well, there's not much we can do about it. We can sit around and wait for the federal government to come up with some crafty program and save everything, but I'm not sure that's a great strategy. So as mortgage professionals and as real estate agents, all we can do is do the best with the tools that we have and try to help people that need our help. So here's what we can do. We can utilize things like seller concessions and interest rate buy downs, right? It's much more of a buyer's market now than it has been for quite some time. So negotiating the seller to pay for a 2-1 buy down, right? Get that interest rate 2% lower for the first year, 1% lower for the second year, and pray that what we all think is going to happen, which is rates will eventually come down when we see some version of normalcy in this world, that you've got yourself into a position where you can buy yourself that time. Seller concessions, use it to do a permanent rate buy down, use it to build the fence or do whatever you need to do in the house instead. There's things that we can control and there's things that we can't control. Maybe it's making a sacrifice for the short term. Maybe this isn't the market where you go buy the forever dream home, but maybe you have to move for work, maybe you have to move for family size, or maybe just for peace of mind and for quality of life that you really need to move. Instead of making that huge jump, maybe we've got to take a little bit of a hit on a specific location or a specific size of the house so that we can afford it for the short term. Not every house has to be your forever house. Remember that real estate is always a long-term phenomenal investment. Maybe you can buy this particular house for this particular season of life, live in it for a couple years, and then move on to your dream home when the market gets a little bit better and rates are lower, and keep this one as an investment and make a bunch of money on it. There's things that we can do to operate in this market and be successful. Freaking out is certainly not one of them. So that's where we're at. The numbers aren't great, but we can control what we can control. I am Tom King. We are Cornerstone Mortgage and King Loans, and we would love to be your mortgage broker, and also happy to answer any questions that you've got instead of panicking if you'd like. Have a great day.